Hey guys, welcome to Cats Out the Bag. Make sure to subscribe, and if you want to watch the whole thing, you can watch it on YouTube or listen on Spotify.
Hello guys, it's me Robin and welcome to Cats Out the Bag, where I'm going to be answering your girl talk questions in today's podcast. So, just before we get into it, this is actually the first official podcast, which is super exciting. So, for those of you watching on YouTube, then you'll see that I actually have my cat next to me. That was unintentional, but good timing. And for those of you listening on Spotify, then I do also post my podcasts on YouTube. So, really exciting. You can watch them as well as listen to them. So, as I said, for today's podcast, we have a girl talk. So, let's just get straight into this. So, the number one question was, where do I shop? Now, this is kind of like, I don't know, it's really hard to answer because I kind of shop everywhere. Like, I love so many different clothing websites. I mainly shop online actually. Generally like I saw it first. I've started shopping on Pretty Little Thing a bit more for like winter clothes. For summer I generally stick to I saw it first a lot more, but for winter I definitely like PLT. They do some really nice coats and autumnal wear, and anything, if I'm looking for any loungewear, I'll always go to Boohoo. I feel like they are just the best when it comes to loungewear, so definitely Boohoo. Again, well, I say they're the best for loungewear. Obviously, I'm going to say lounge because they are, well, top tier when it comes to loungewear. It's kind of in their name. They kind of have to be. But yeah, so lounge underwear. I I love them. I mean, everything I have on now, except my t-shirt actually, is lounge. Anything down to underwear, apparel. They even do men's boxes now, which is crazy. So yeah, any men listening, jump onto Lounge. You can get yourself some boxers matching with your girlfriend. Always nice. I also, if I'm going out, so for more like going out outfits, I'll choose Opoly just because I feel like their dresses are just top tier. Every single dress that you see me in will be Opoly. I don't think I actually own a dress that's not Opoly, like a going out dress. I don't own any going out dresses that aren't Opoly, so definitely Opoly is a good one for if you're going out. And quick tip, I would say generally size up on Opoly. You know, for all the girls out there who are thinking they want to try somewhere new. Very good, but size up. And I think that's about it. I'm trying to think of other places I shop. I do like a few other brands just kind of for random things. So like for example, gilets, I'll always go to Miss Pap. I do like my gilets. Coats, PLT as I said. Or TK Maxx is always a good one. Get designer stuff cheap. I got a few items. I actually got something from Guess, something from Bar from TK Maxx. So yeah, shops like that are always good. I'd say outlet stores are very good if you like more designer clothes, and then you can get them nice and cheap. Okay, so next question. What day-to-day makeup do you wear? So as you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, I don't actually wear makeup day to day. So my day-to-day makeup is actually just moisturiser. I do actually have, I filled in my eyebrows today with the Primark eyebrow pencil. That was about £1 I think. So I'm generally quite a low-end makeup kind of girl. I don't like to splurge when it comes to things like that because I don't actually wear it. But if I'm going out for the night, I will wear concealer. Again, Primark. I'm not too fussy with that. And bronzer. And highlight, maybe a bit of blush if it's summer. If it's winter, I'd go more bronzer. Don't wear contour or foundation. Oh, and mascara. I do have mascara. I don't wear eyeshadow though, or lipstick. I generally, if I'm going out, I'll put a lip gloss on, but day to day I just don't. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. But generally Primark makeup, to be honest, or drugstore. So Superdrug, I do wear a lot of Superdrug makeup. And I think that's actually it. I have a few things that my friends have bought me over the years. So like I have a Too Faced highlight, which I love, to be honest. And when that runs out, I will get another one because they're just amazing. Oh my gosh, I've just seen Cosmo in the back of my video and she looks gorgeous. Guys, if you're listening on Spotify, you should definitely watch on YouTube as well, so you can check out my gorgeous cat who actually inspired me for the name. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So, have you ever had haters and how to deal with haters? So yes, of course I have had haters. Now, that is from my YouTube channel. Obviously I haven't had the chance to have any on my podcast yet, but I've never had anything in person, but I've had a lot of things online through YouTube comments. And I'd say the way to deal with them is honestly kill them with kindness. Now that is just like always what I say, because like it's the best way to deal with it, you know? Like if you, so for example, let me give you an example. If someone says something really negative on my channel, like, oh my god, you're so fake, or oh, I don't like you need to put some more clothes on or dress differently, that doesn't suit you, anything, I'll reply back and say, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the comment, that helps to boost my videos. Because if you didn't know, YouTube doesn't read comments, they just know that there is a comment there, and it helps to boost your video because the more comments you get, the more it boosts. So yeah, it actually makes my engagement way better if they do comment something bad rather than not commenting at all. And another thing with YouTube is they can't tell the difference between a thumbs up and a thumbs down. So if you give a video a thumbs down, you're actually helping out the creator. So that's personally just how I deal with it. I just kill them with kindness. But you could always just ignore it. I mean, that might be the easier way to go about it. Just completely forget that it's there. I don't know, it depends. Whatever you feel like works for you. I personally like to reply back and say something like that, or like, oh, thanks for the thumbs up, or I don't know, thanks for the watch, or like, thank you for taking your time out of your day to watch my video, because they've watched it to know they don't like it, so they've chosen to watch that video. I don't know, whatever floats your boat, but I feel like that's a good way to do it. Tips for toxic friend groups. So the fact that you've written toxic and friends, I don't know, a bit of an oxymoron there, you know, they're not they're not your friend if they're toxic, are they? So I would honestly say I haven't actually had much experience in this field. I don't think I've ever had a toxic friend group. I've had a few toxic friends individually, but not a whole group that I haven't liked. So I'd probably say just try to phase yourself out of that group and try to find a new one. So rather than like spending every lunchtime with them, I'm guessing this is at school, rather than spending every lunchtime with them, maybe like veer off and try spending your time with someone from another lesson, or getting lunch with someone else maybe, or someone else in your tutor group or whatever. Just maybe spend some more time with people who you wouldn't normally, and then you can like slowly try and become better friends with them and change up your friend group a little bit. I mean, there might be some people in that friend group who you do really like, and maybe you could introduce them to your new friends and make a new friend group. I mean, it doesn't hurt if they're still friends with the other friend group because that's their choice completely, but if you're not getting on with them, I would stay clear because they're not going to make your time at school nice or time wherever nice. Fave girly products is the next question. So as I said, I don't really wear makeup, so that's not going to be one. But I do think, let me think about this. Fave girly products. So I'm thinking specific things. So, okay, this perfume, Lady Million, is the best perfume. I literally adore it. I got it for Christmas like 3 years ago, and I have not used up one bottle yet because I love it that much, and I will only wear it on special occasions. So that one's definitely like up there with my favourite thing. Okay, this is going to sound strange, but Dream Lengths, or what is it, Elvive Dream Lengths shampoo and conditioner, so good. I use that every time I wash my hair, and it just leaves it lasting like fresh for longer. I just love it so much. And dry shampoo. Now, I wash my hair once a week because it's what's best for it. And well, unless I'm like going out, if I'm actually going out for the night, I'll wash it like for that night, but I generally try to wash it once a month, once a week. So yeah, that's dry shampoo is a must because yeah, hair gets greasy, but I'm trying to make my hair a bit better. You know how people like try to like train their hair? Well, I'm trying to do that. At the moment it's not going too well, but once a week I think that's all right. That's a good amount. But yeah, so I think, I don't know, I'm trying to think of more girly product. I'm looking around my room like trying to think of something that I love. You know what, this is going to sound weird as well, but the pill, because it stopped my periods from hurting, so I love that. That is a top tier product. I'm not saying to anyone that they need to go on the pill, but it seriously works. Like, I have bad periods and that works. So yeah, I think that's everything. Top girly products. I'm just trying to think of something else maybe. Oh, the Garnier moisturiser is so nice. This is not specific to girls, but there's a Garnier body moisturiser and I use it on my face and it is just amazing. It is so nice. Anyway, that is the end of my girly products chat. First period story slash how did you react? Okay, this is a strange one because I don't actually remember. So I guess that's a good sign that I don't remember because it makes it kind of shows that it wasn't bad. But first period story, I think I was 13, I want to say. I was definitely at secondary school. I was not at primary school and I was not at college, so I was definitely secondary school. I think probably about year 9, year 8, maybe year 9. I'm not sure. I don't actually remember it. But I do remember that I didn't tell my mum for about, I think, the first month. So I think I told her on the second month. And so my mum, bless her, what she used to do, she would buy me this like pack of like, it had like a few tampons, a few pads. I think it was a spare pair of underwear in there, some paracetamol, and she would put it in my school bag for me, just ready for if I ever got my period. So this was before I'd even had it, but that was always in my school bag. So I think I started it at school. I don't know, I actually can't remember, but yeah, so I just used that she'd bought me for a while, and I remember going into her room and stealing some tampons for the first like week, and then I think I must have told her the second month, and I remember just having to tell her because I was in so much pain, but I don't remember what she said or anything. I can imagine she was like, Robin, why didn't you tell me? But I was such a secretive person, which makes me think it was when I was 14 because I was very secretive then. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, how did I react? I couldn't tell you, I'm not gonna lie, I actually can't remember, so I'm very sorry about that. But I guess that means it wasn't a bad period story because I actually don't remember. Oh well. How to deal with cramps. So as I just touched on this with the pill, I don't actually really get cramps because you're not meant to do this, but I do run my packs of the pill so that I don't get my period. So if I'm going on holiday, like 3 months running, I'll run the packs so that I have no chance of getting my period, if that makes sense. So you're meant to take like a 4-day break, and in the winter I do because I'm not like going on holiday or anything, but like I don't want my period on Christmas Day. So what I'll do is I'll deliberately run the packs over that time so that there's no chance of me getting my period. So it's quite nice being on the pill because you can kind of control it and the pain does go away a bit. But when I do take a break, it's normally like once every 4 months rather than like once every month. Doctors, don't come for me. I know it's bad. I know I need to sort it out, and I'm gonna take a break after this pill pack here. But yeah, I haven't since like my birthday. But which is February, by the way. Oops. But yeah, so when I do deal with cramps, I don't. Basically, that's basically the extent of it. I don't deal with them. I always am in so much pain. It's actually a joke. So I don't know what to suggest, to be honest. I'll get a hot water bottle and I'll get in the hot bath, but to be honest, sometimes that just makes it worse because like sitting in hot water, if you think about it this way, a period feels like someone is, if anyone's seen Vampire Diaries, when they like rip out their heart and they like push their hand into their chest and rip out their heart, that is what it feels like. But it feels like they're ripping out your stomach, like your ovaries. That is what it feels like. Well, not that I know, but that is what I can imagine it feels like. Or like someone like stabbing you over and over again for 4 days straight. No thank you. Like, I don't like the idea of that personally, and I don't know how to fix it, to be honest. I did get a prescription. This is before I went on the pill. What was it called? Feminax. I think you can buy it over the counter. I did get that, and that didn't really help. So then I got an actual prescription for it, and I cannot remember what it's called. I still have some of it. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, what is it called? If it comes to me, I'll let you know. But it did help a lot. I think it began with an M. I can't remember, but that did help. And I'd take them like twice a day, I think, for the 4 days that I was on my period, and then they would like go away. So that means I could actually go to school, but I remember having days off because I was in so much pain, and that was while I was on the pill. I just have really bad ones. I mean, some people have amazing periods and they don't even feel them. Lucky you. You know, lucky for some. But yeah, I'd say just, oh gosh, I don't know, just have some chocolate, watch your favourite film, and hopefully you'll just forget that it's there. Is it scary getting your first period? I don't think it's scary at all. I mean, everyone has to do it. Everyone has to get, well, not everyone. Every girl has to get their period. Not all the boys running around getting their periods, but I wouldn't say it's scary at all, actually. It's quite exciting for some girls. I mean, I don't remember ever being excited for my period, but it's kind of like growing up, isn't it? Like, as soon as you get your period, you've kind of like grown up a bit. And I know, I feel like some girls get really excited for it because it's like becoming a woman. So I don't think it's anything to be scared about at all. And if you are scared about it, you know, feel free to talk to me. Message me in my DMs, Robin Emily, on Instagram, on everything actually, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Robin Emily. And I'm free to chat to you, or you can talk to your parents, or I feel like sometimes parents are a bit too close to you and you want to talk to someone who's like not quite so close to you, if that makes sense. Like you could talk to your grandma or like someone at school, some friends, or as I said, just chat to me about it. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. But yeah, I don't think it's scary at all and it's nothing to be worried about. So the next question is, how do you keep your skin so clear? To be fair, my skin is actually fairly clear. I've never really thought about it before. I've never had like really bad skin. I've been quite lucky with that. But sometimes I'll notice that like if I've been eating really badly or like not really washing my face properly or wearing a lot of makeup, I will have a few spots like here and there, but I don't really get that many. I mean, the general place I tend to get them is like my eyebrow line, if that makes it, like in between my eyebrows. That's kind of where I would get spots if I did, but I think I've kind of grown out of it a bit now. I mean, I'm 18 now. I don't remember ever really having spots. I was quite lucky, to be honest, but I'll tell you my little skincare routine if anyone's interested of how I keep my skin clear. But basically, I just use micellar water on a cotton pad every night, and that's it. And then I moisturise my face with Garnier body moisturiser. Maybe that's what it is, the body moisturiser. But honestly, that's all I do. And then when I wake up, I do the same thing, or I just wash my face in the shower with my body wash. Like, I don't actually have a skincare routine. And if I've got makeup on, what I'll do is I'll use a like makeup wipe, like a I don't know, just one of those wipes that's in the little packs. I don't know what they're called. And I'll just like wipe my face off with that, and then I'll put some eye makeup remover on a cotton pad to take off my mascara, because otherwise all my eyelashes fall out, because yeah, I wash my face a bit hard sometimes and I've got no eyelashes because of it. I'm not going to get too close to the camera so that you can't see, but I literally have no eyelashes. It's so annoying. And also the ones on my bottom lashes are blonde because well, if you can't tell, I'm blonde. Those of you watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see that, but yeah, yeah, I don't even know how I got to that topic. How did I start talking about my hair from talking about my skin? Anyway, how to deal with a best friend breakup. Okay, this is an interesting one. Okay, Cosmo has moved out of the way. Cosmo, you are the main part of this video. You're the cat. Secrets out. Cat's out the bag. Oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't listened to the trailer, that's what the name actually means. Like, cat's out the bag, like secrets out. Me answering all your questions and dilemmas and things. So yeah. But yeah, dealing with friend breakups. So I've actually had a few, well, no, I've had one, really, one friend breakup. This was in year 10, and she actually moved schools because of it. Because we were both in the same form. I mean, I'm sure she won't mind me talking about this because we've spoken since and like everything's fine now, but I don't actually really remember what happened. But we were like best friends from like year 8 onwards, and we were inseparable. Like, between every lesson we would like spend all the time in the world with each other, and we were like, well, I think I might have been her only friend in that form at that time. Maybe she had a few others from primary school. I can't actually really remember, to be honest. My memory is a goldfish. But yeah, I had a few other friends, and I'd spend quite a lot of time with them as well, and then sometimes she'd get a bit jealous that I was spending time with them. And yeah, I can't really remember where it went from there, but it kind of became very, very toxic. And then she actually ended up moving schools because we were in the same form and one of us had to, and she did. It was either that or move forms, and I think that my tutor actually said no to moving forms, so I think she just ended up moving schools. But I don't think that was actually the reason she moved schools. I think it just kind of fell into place, because I don't remember her actually saying to me that she was going to move school. I don't know, I can't actually really remember how it happened, but yeah, I don't know. I can't really remember, but I remember her calling me some really, really horrible names, and I remember thinking, wow, I hope no one ever gets called stuff like that, because it is not a nice feeling for a girl in year 8, year 9, whatever, how old I was. I don't know how old. 14? Not nice. Not nice at all. But yeah, I'd say how to deal with it. It depends if they're not nice to you. Like, if they're not nice to you, it's so easy to deal with it because you just think, wow, I'm so happy I got out of that. But if it's a best friend breakup and you actually like the person, then I don't know why you've like had the breakup in the first place. I don't know, it's really difficult because if you're going to have a best friend breakup, it kind of should have happened, you know? Like, it's happened because it needed to. So I don't think there's necessarily anything to get over in that way. But like, it's the same with like a normal breakup. Obviously you're going to be sad because they're your best friend and you know you spend a lot of time with them, but I would learn to just fill it with other people and try to talk to other people instead. And as I said before, like with the toxic friend group, try and get new friends. I know, make them jealous. Go do something that's gonna make them jealous. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, next question. How to go to the bathroom when my teacher won't let me, even when it's that time of the month. So, I think teachers have to let you go. If, like girls, I think they have to let you go. I'm not sure. Well, anyway, in my time, I say it like it's so long ago. How long ago? 3 years? 2 years ago. 3 years. 3 years ago, I was in year 11. Oh, I don't know, 2 or 3 years? I can't work it out. I think it was 2 years ago I was starting my first. No, 2 years ago I was starting college. 3 years ago I was starting year 11. It's only been 3 years, Robin. Come on. Anyway, they kind of had to let us go. Some teachers wouldn't, and you'd know just to go to the toilet right before their lesson. But like generally the female teachers would let you go because they kind of understand, and you can like just say to them, look miss, I'm really sorry, I need to go change my tampon, or need to go change my pad, or something like that, or I think I've just started my period. Like, you can just say anything and they will let you go because they've gone through it, you know. But I feel like it's a bit more difficult with men because they don't really understand it. But I would just say something that, okay, don't actually take this to heart. Don't do this. Okay, I'm not a professional. Do not take anything I say as gospel, but I would probably try and make them feel a bit uncomfortable and be like, sir, I think I've just started my period. Can I go to the toilet? And then they're not going to go, no, are they? Like, they're not going to go, no, sit down, because then if they do that, then you can say, but sir, I'm going to leak all over your chair. Or like, I don't know, you could say anything, it would be so funny. But I feel like if you mention the word period, they're going to let you go because they'd rather you just go than have to talk to you about it. Is that genius? I don't know. Someone try it out and let me know how it goes. But yeah, anyway, next question. Tampons or pads? So I actually prefer tampons. I've never liked pads. I think I've used a pad once in my life, and that was because I hadn't asked my mum to get any tampons when I first started my period. But I just don't like them. I find them so messy, and TMI, I know, but I wear thongs and pads don't work with thongs. They don't work. So tampons it is. Also, I just prefer to wear them like if I had a dress on and I had a pad. I don't know, I just wouldn't like it. I personally prefer tampons. They feel a bit cleaner to me generally. Personal preference, everyone's different. I have friends who prefer pads and they're my age. I have friends, yeah, it's just whatever you fancy. Next question. 5 words people would use to describe you. I don't know. Like, Oh, I don't know. What 5 words have people used to describe me? I feel like chatty might be what, like, I don't stop talking. Well, my family would know that I just don't stop talking. My boyfriend would know that. Like, when I have something in my head, I won't stop talking about it. Like, I get so overexcited about things. I feel like happy might be one, because again, I don't really stop smiling. Don't stop smiling, don't stop talking. I actually had someone come up to me on holiday saying like, oh my god, you're like always smiling. I was like, that is actually, like, that's the best compliment in my eyes, because it shows you're having a happy life, you know. And I feel like even when something bad's just happened, like, I'll always smile through it so that no one would know. For all you know, something bad could have happened before this podcast. Who would know? No, I'm joking, I'm not that fake, but I am generally just a really happy person. Yeah, I feel like it's a really good thing to be, and I feel like people would actually say that about me. Well, that's 2. Ditzy would definitely be 1. Oh my goodness, the amount of people who say that I'm so ditzy and like clumsy is a joke. Like, okay, I'm a very, very clumsy person, and I also don't really think before I speak, so like, that's why I say ditzy. Like, something could happen and I'll just say something and it'll be so stupid what I come out with, but I actually didn't really think it through, and then I'll think it through and be like, okay, that's actually really dumb what I just said. I say things like that all the time. So that's 3 words. I don't know. The other 2, maybe you guys, if you're on YouTube, comment below, let me know. Or if you're from my YouTube channel, then you'll know me, you'll know a bit about me, then just let me know what you think. I don't know. I can't think of any others, but you guys let me know what you think for the last 2, or comment 5 things you think to describe me. Anyway, the last question. Wow, this is going to be like exactly half an hour long. That's going to be perfect. Didn't plan that out at all, actually. So, the last question is, are you looking forward to uni? So, yes and no. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually going to uni in about 10 days, no less than that. About a week, basically. Yes and no. I'm looking forward to meeting new people. That I am really looking forward to, because I love meeting new people. It's like my favourite thing. I love getting to know people, and like, obviously I'm going to be living with like, well, 4 other people. It's a house of 5, and I just love meeting new people, so I'm very excited for that. I'm excited for like the education side. Like, I feel like I'm going to have some fun in the lectures and things, but I'm going to really miss home. I'm such like a, I don't know, I love the comfort of my own home, and I love my family and my friends at home. Like, I just love it all so much, and I'm obviously going to really miss that when I go to uni. But obviously I'll still come back and everything. Like, I'll still be seeing everyone, just not as much as before. So yeah, I'm definitely going to miss that. But yeah, other than that, I am actually looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good thing. Like, it's a new chapter of my life. It'll be a bit of fun, hopefully. I mean, I just hope that I like my course as well, because if I don't like my course, that's going to be a bit rubbish. So fingers crossed. Wish me luck, guys. I'm going so soon. I don't know why I've literally started this podcast as I'm going. That probably wasn't the best idea, because I'm going to have so much work, and then I'm going to be doing a podcast as well, but I'll get it done when I'll try. I just got my timetable for my lessons, lectures, and the timing of them, and I'm literally 9 to 5 every day. So, it's okay. A lot of my lectures don't actually start until 11, so it's not too bad. I don't mind. But yeah, that is all for this podcast. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching if you're on YouTube. Thank you for listening if you are on Spotify. Definitely keep your eye out for more podcasts. Give this a massive thumbs up, and please give it a 5-star rating if you're listening on Spotify, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. But other than that, thank you all so much for joining me on my very first podcast, obviously other than the trailer. So yeah, I'm just super excited to be able to upload this for you all, and I cannot wait to like start this new adventure, with my podcast. So I'm going to be making a TikTok, which will just be called Cats Out the Bag, and my YouTube is obviously Cats Out the Bag, as is my podcast and my Instagram. So I have those 4 platforms, so definitely join me over on the other platforms. Give me a subscribe or a follow, and stay tuned for more content. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next podcast. Bye guys.